I was really looking forward to Sugarcreek Amish Mysteries Blessings in Disguise because I love films about the Amish, about Amish life, Amish communities. I just find them to be really, really fascinating. And with this one, it was okay. This was released in 2025. It's directed by Sandra L. Martin. It's written by D.F.W. Buckingham. And we have a cast including Galadriel Stineman as our protagonist, Cheryl. There is also an IMDb listing for the Sugarcreek Amish Mysteries. I don't know why I said that like that. The Sugarcreek Amish Mysteries TV series that's currently in post production, apparently to be released this year. And I don't know what the connection is. That also lists Galadriel Steinman, but the titles of the 8 episodes don't match up with Blessings in Disguise. So I don't know if that series is actually going to be an 8-part film series, as with, for example, Hallmark released their mystery films as a series. So I don't know if it's a kind of similar thing there, and this is just the first film. If anybody knows anything about that, please feel free to let me know. But I just want to acknowledge that I am aware that there's potentially a TV series of Sugarcreek Amish Mysteries, or maybe it's a film series that currently on IMDb looks like a TV series. If you have any information, please let me know, because all that being said, I would like to watch that, and I want to know when it's available and where, so I'd be very keen to look out for that. And that, of course, means that I must have enjoyed this film, and for the most part, I did. Cheryl spends time in an Amish community, and she comes across a mystery. And I won't say what the mystery is. I won't give it away. I probably could, but I went into it not knowing what the mystery was going to be. So there was a bit of suspense there, waiting for something mysterious to happen. So I won't give it away, just in case you don't want to know. But I will say it wasn't that interesting. I didn't find the mystery aspect, that part of the story, to be that fascinating. I just wasn't emotionally invested in it. It's not necessarily badly written. We find out information at a pretty steady pace. It was a little slow to begin with, but once it got going, the pacing was absolutely fine. So I wasn't emotionally invested in the mystery. It's maybe not the kind of mystery I was hoping for. I don't know exactly what I was hoping for, but it's certainly not badly done. And I won't say any more about the mystery aspect. I don't want to give it away. But in general, the story is well written. I could have been more emotionally invested, but it wasn't a bad experience. And if this is going to be a TV series, I would be keen to see what other mysteries will unfold. I would be kind of keen to see what they explore there. So I'm very hopeful about that. And the film does feel a lot more cozy and inviting than it is thrilling and gripping. But I feel like that's meant to be the case. It does feel like a Hallmark mystery, if you're a fan of Hallmark mystery films. It's certainly an audience crossover that I think would be quite beneficial. This is produced by American Cinema Inspires. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with any of their films. I may have seen, having a quick look on IMDb. Actually, I've seen An Uncommon Grace, which was an Amish film, and I've seen Squeaky Clean Mysteries, which was interesting. So yeah, I have actually seen several of their Amish films. And in general, they do a pretty good job with them, and that's certainly the case here. I'm not an expert on Amish life. I have seen quite a handful of documentaries and films, so I have a decent knowledge of Amish life, but I wouldn't be comfortable saying this is or is not accurate. But I will say that if you're looking for a film to learn about Amish life, if you're brand new to learning about the Amish, this wouldn't be my first choice. I think it's better to go into this with some knowledge of what it's like in Amish communities. In general, there are kind of different types of Amish communities, but in general, if you're brand new to the concept, it might not be a good starting point. But if you are already familiar with Amish life and you're looking for a story set in a community, then I'd say it's certainly worth watching. The characters are well written, the performances are very good. Visually, it's really appealing. We have some good camera work and some good lighting. And even though I wasn't that interested in the narrative, everything else was really pleasant. And it's a nice experience. And if you're a fan of Amish-based stories, then it's definitely worth watching. If you are a fan of films like Hallmark Mysteries, then I think you'll really enjoy this concept as well, because it's inviting and heartwarming in places. It's easy to watch, but there are some moments where it's maybe a little darker because it's a mystery. But again, it never gets too dark. It's generally quite an easy watch. And as I said, I'd be very keen to find out what's going on with that TV series, which according to IMDb is currently in post-production. I apologize if you can hear absolute chaos. My cat has been going crazy for the birds outside for the past half an hour. I've already stopped and started several times. I've tried to take out most of the chaos. I apologize if there's any in the background that I've missed, because I just kind of zone it out. I stop hearing the chaos after a certain point. The film is enjoyable. I wasn't as invested in the narrative as I wanted to be, but I still thought it was a good experience. I hope my ideal would be that the TV series is actually a film series, or even an hour long episodes. That would be quite good. Certainly, I'd like to see more. I'd like to see more stories from Sugarcreek Amish Mysteries. The characters are likable, the setting works really well. In fact, where is this filmed? Let me check. I haven't actually looked that information up. Certainly, it's visually very satisfying, and according to IMDb, this is filmed, well, that makes sense. This is filmed in Sugarcreek, Ohio. So, yeah, it makes sense. And it's really nice to look at. Great characters, great performances, nice enough narrative. Maybe not the most gripping, but it still works well. And ultimately, I had fun with Sugarcreek Amish Mysteries, Blessings in Disguise, and I'm happy enough to recommend it.